Life in the hothouse. Whoosh.
In Chapter 2, you talked about the Earth and tipping points. What would happen when the Earth reaches a tipping point?
That's a good question, and it's one that a lot of people are trying to answer. It's hard to see what would happen and where those tipping points are, and that to me is one of the scary things about them. Right now we've been seeing a pretty gradual increase in temperature, and that's already causing enough problems with melting ice. We have a lot of wildfires, bigger wildfires here in the west. We've got stronger hurricanes that may be related to the warmer sea surface temperatures. So there's a lot of things that we're already seeing, but with a tipping point, we're talking about a bigger shift than we would have expected. For instance, 3 million years ago, when we had carbon dioxide levels, the greenhouse gas we were talking about, when we had those levels at 400 parts per million roughly, which is about what we'll be headed to in the next decade, at that point, the Earth as a whole was about 4 or 5 degrees Fahrenheit warmer, which is also what we're expecting by about mid-century if we stay on the track we're on now. And yet, the Arctic was 36 degrees warmer. So that's where a lot of our ice is, and if all that ice melted, we're talking sea level rises of 20 feet rather than 2 feet, which is what we've been discussing. So, you know, that's kind of like the outside chance. It's the opposite of winning the lottery. It could happen suddenly and change everything. It's a game changer. For the most part, I think it's a good incentive for us to realize we don't want to hit those tipping points. A 20-foot sea level rise would be disastrous for so many coastal cities. Half of the world's population lives not that far from the coast. So we're talking some serious problems here on many levels. So let's just avoid that.